He's not feeling well, she said. I think he has the same thing you had yesterday. He'll be fine, she said. You go and spend time with your friends. Ready and set friends at the beach. It was a beautiful day, and I was looking forward to getting on the ocean. I ran down to the sand. I could see my friends in the water. Took off my shirt and ran into the water. Who is that? I asked. Her name is Sophie, said Robin. I went over to Sophie, smiled at her, and introduced myself. Hi. She said shyly. I thought I was in heaven. I had butterflies in my stomach and my heart was beating like mad. She was so cute. I didn't wait a moment longer. I asked her if she wanted to be my girlfriend. I couldn't believe it when she said yes. We spent the rest of the day by each other's side. When it came time to go, why was he looking so upset? This is Sophie, I said. I saw you at the party last night, said Tom. That's when I realized Sophie was the girl that Tom had fallen for the night before. But now she was dating me. I felt bad for Tom, but I liked Sophie too much to give her up. Tom stormed out of the house. After that, we never really spent much time together. I was always with Sophie, and Tom went out with his friends. I missed hanging out with Tom, but he couldn't forgive me for getting the girl of his dreams. I finished school and started working at a research laboratory. I loved my work. It was so interesting trying to find a cure for different illnesses. I came in from work one evening and put on the TV, and so far there was no cure. I was thinking about what I had heard when Mom came in and looked at me sadly. Tom has got the virus, she said. My heart sunk. I'm going to help find a cure, I said. I was just about to head back to the laboratory when my phone rang. It was Sophie's dad. I have some bad news, he said. Sophie has got the virus. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. First my brother, and now my girlfriend. I knew it was down to me to find the cure. I rushed back to work. My colleagues were already there, looking into microscopes and testing different medicines. They shook their heads as I walked in. We spent all that night and all the following day testing and checking. We tried everything we could possibly think of. This virus is from a special crystal belonging to an old man in a remote village in China. I knew what I had to do. I volunteered to go to China. I would find the man that had the crystal and bring it back. I headed straight for the airport and took the next flight to China. When I arrived there, I was tired, but I wasn't going to stop for a rest. I jumped on a bus and took the long journey out to the village where the old man lived. As the bus wound its way through the narrow roads, I looked out of the window. Everything looked so different from home. I felt a little scared, but I had to go on. Eventually, the bus pulled up in a dusty marketplace. I got off the bus and looked around. I couldn't see anyone around. I went into the little shop on the corner. The shopkeeper couldn't speak English, but I had the old man's name written on a piece of paper. I showed it to her. She looked at me, nodding and pointing down the road. I walked in the direction she had shown me. When I got to the end of the road, I saw a little wooden hut. I knocked on the door. A few seconds later, the door opened and an old man stood in front of me. He only had a couple of teeth, and it looked like he couldn't see very well either. I showed him the piece of paper, and he smiled. I need the crystal, sir, I said. He beckoned me into his home. I waited while he went through the back room. When he came back, he was holding a small bottle containing the crystal.